We'll just work our way down the list. No, didn't like that one. So we also have to find different fish. A bushu. Hey, no locks. How's it going? I'm doing fine. Game's going well. I'm feeding all my fish to this bird that's appeared in the village. And I've managed to get one gift off of it so far. A queen bola. Oh, we got a spirit elixir. So like that one. Didn't like that one. This is one hungry bird. I better get something for a nice big angler at the bottom there. Right, last chance. Oh, she opened her mouth wide and gulped down the fish in one swallow. She looks very satisfied. Oh, we got 10 bait. Lovely. Okay. Kinda tired. Finally having a whole weekend off and not doing anything. Yeah. Yeah, when you get the time off, you're too tired, aren't you? To do anything. I was fitting. I got the cut flap fitted yesterday, the new one. So it's working very well. I can now see. I can now get told when they come, our cuts come in and out on my phone. They're both out just now. Barn's been out for 3 hours. And Luna's been out for half an hour. I don't know if you can see that on my phone. It tells me, it knows when they go out of the hatch. It knows which cat has gone out of the hatch. So like I can see. That way, that way. I can see how long they've been out overnight. Barn was last in at 3:30 in the morning. No, it's just the hatch. The hatch senses which cat comes in it, and it logs it. So you know if your cat's in or out. So, yeah. So it was always a problem knowing when you'd last seen them. What's she doing now way up here? I don't see him anywhere. It's hard to believe that Sir Caroline would venture outside on his own. I think he's the murderer. Thank you. Just ran up the hill. By the way, he was almost obsessive about wanting to take that boat out last night. He's probably taken the boat, hasn't he? Yeah, our last cat flap only let our cats in. It checks their microchip, and they only opened the door if they came up to the hatch. So this one's the same, but it knows which cat's which and keeps track of who comes and goes. I'm not sure. Oh, right. This is where we put the boat. Here's Doggy. The boat's away. He's taken the boat. Something's not right. The view. There's something different about it. Can't put my finger on it. Well, that's easy. The boat's gone. I wrote Bob's in the water. Oh, I got a fish.
Here we go. There.
Need to feed this bird.
I got one. This is pretty good.
Okay, no worries. Yep. It has to get done, doesn't it? Unfortunately.
All right.
I get some more fish over here.
There. Fight. Well, better than nothing.
Got a sudden. Let's go talk to Dogi. Tell him the boat's gone. Sorry, not Dogi. Sahad. Something wrong? No. Say Adol. Wasn't there a boat moored here? Yeah, that's right. I knew it. Maybe that stuffed shirt Carlin took it out to sea. You gotta come with me. We found Sir Carlin. Oh, is he oh no? Wow, he really did go out to sea. Can you see him, Adol? Oh, I see the boat. Oh no, he is there. He's far out to sea. Is he trying to escape the island on his own? I did say it was foolhardy. If he goes out any further, the water's gonna get too choppy for him. He'll capsize right away in a boat that small. So how are we supposed to chase him when he took our only boat? Oh. What is it? He's not moving. I think the wind caught him. He's gonna have a real tough time rowing against that wind. We might be able to catch him if we start running along the shore. Let's go, Adol. I'll go with you, but I gotta keep an eye out here for Nameless. I'll pass this along to Captain Barbaros, so go on without me. You got any new quests? No. Yeah, I'm gonna go make some new coffee before we head out, so if you give me a couple of minutes, I shall be right back. Yeah, back again. Right. Let's head on out, see if we can find this guy. Should we make our way south to pursue Sir Carlin? Let's check the map just to be sure. We should head towards the southern tip of the coast, where Adol washed ashore. If we move now, we should catch up to Carlin. Okay, so we're going way down there. Okay. Somewhere around here. Sorry, somewhere around here. That's where we found Allison. Let's head there at once. No. Map. World map. No. Don't hit the wrong keys. Right, we're going this way. I think. Yeah.
Oh, something's there.
Oh, I managed to flash guard that. How did I manage that? Oh, what does it work? Are we heading down here, right? Okay. Oh, of course we can't do this bit, can't. Oh no. Can I jump up there? No. Oh, we needed lots of people for that bit. Right. Where are we going? Or way over that way, right. I'm around the wrong bit.
It's up to you, Sahara.
They're not blasting long now, are they? Then hide.
Can't believe Sir Carlin would do this despite our warnings.
I sorta understand why he did it. We gotta hurry, catch up to him.
Yeah, it's this way, isn't it?
That's...
There's the boat.
It's him! Sir Carlin! We've caught up!
The nerve of this unseemly wind! I refuse to spend another second on that island, living among common riffraff. It falls upon me to ferry myself to freedom, to escape this infernal place once and for all.
Good thing he got stuck. Ahoy!
Sir Carlin, please! You must return to shore!
No good. Doesn't look like he can hear us. Huh? Oh no.
What's happening?
Hey, Adol, you seeing what I'm seeing?
What is the meaning of this? Shoo! Shoo, I say! Away with you!
What is that?
That's the same thing.
Tentacle what sunk the Lombardia. Sure as there's salt in the sea.
So that's what the captain was talking about.
We can't just stand here gawping. We gotta help that stuffed shirt, Adol.
How? What's this?
Oh,
Why have these creatures come to impede us? Here they come!
We've got more. No. Oh, we're fogging out. Oh, it wasn't that bad a fight.
managed to fight them all.
What about Sir Carlin? Is he all right?
Shoo! Shoo! Stay back, I say!
Is that going to push the boat to shore? Oh no, here we go. Look at the eyes.
What manner of beast is this?
Big.
Stand down, I say! I'm Sir Carlin, esteemed noble of the Roman Empire!
Oh, there goes the boat.
Sir Carlin!
What the hell?
That monster might be a primordial.
Really?
In prehistoric times, the ocean was full of giant cephalopods.
Cephalopods. That was a question on a quiz show we were watching this week.
But that's neither here nor there.
Where's Sir Carlin?
It retreated. Where'd that stuffed shirt Carlin float off to?
Everyone kept a watchful eye for that enormous marine primordial while they searched for Sir Carlin. Every member of the Castaway Village came to help and continued searching until sunset. But it was to no avail. Sir Carlin was nowhere to be found. Exhausted from all their searching, Adel and others returned to the village. Poor Carlin. Too bad you couldn't save him. No one expected a giant sea monster to suddenly appear. That must be the same creature that sunk the Lombardia. Maybe that's what's been sinking all them ships around here over the years. Yes, I think it's safe to assume that creature is responsible. It has probably been guarding this region of the sea for hundreds of years. So, if we don't deal with that thing, we're never going to get out of here. And things just keep going from bad to worse on this island. Huh, what the... Oh no. What is it? I think you should see this. Hey Balpro. How are you today? I am doing fine, thank you. One peg down, Nemo. This is Nameless's calling card. When did he leave this? I get it now. Carlin was so scared that he stopped thinking straight and ended up getting himself killed. Which means Sir Carlin truly died by Nameless's hand. How awful. That stuffed shirt was annoying, but he didn't deserve to die. It's pretty bold of Nameless to leave this note where any villager could have seen it. The sick bastard is clearly enjoying watching us squirm. Same here, drinking my coffee. He's already claimed one victim. If we don't act fast, I guarantee that the body count will get higher. How are we ever going to get to 20 people in the village so we can clear that other area? True, we can't lose anyone else. We must confront Nameless. I'll need everyone's help. Now we're talking, but what exactly should we do? I need you to continue patrolling Castaway Village. As for you, Euron, gathering information is crucial to any investigation. I'll ask around and see if anyone saw anything suspicious before or after the incident. We also need to preserve the crime scene. There might be some evidence we missed. We should investigate it again, just to be safe. Impressive. You're on. I want you and Adol heading this investigation. It's already late. Let's increase security tonight and begin the investigation tomorrow morning. It's the morning. So you don't need us to help you investigate the crime scene? This way is more efficient. I'll investigate the crime scene on my own. What should we do then? I'd like you guys to talk to the other castaways. It might be easier for them to talk to you than to an officer of the Roman military. Someone might have information that they'd only feel comfortable sharing with you. I see. That makes sense. Once you're done questioning everyone, let's meet up and discuss our findings. See you later. Right, so we need to talk to everybody. Let's go talk to Sister Nia. I'm sorry, I don't have any information about the incident to share, but our Celestial Master sees everything. The culprit will be punished in due time. May we have a moment of your time, Dr. Kiergaard? You ask him if he has any information about the incident. Let me think. First Captain Barbaros was attacked, then Sir Carlin. Nothing about their wounds seemed particularly suspicious to me. If anything, it's more noteworthy that the wounds themselves weren't life-threatening. Oh, is that important somehow? Perhaps, though I don't want to overthink things either. So the attacks were warnings. Yes, I can't imagine why the culprit wouldn't have tried to kill them outright. Though I suppose Sir Carlan did die later. Maybe the culprit was toying with his victims first, to fill them with fear. Perhaps he wanted to slowly chip away at their psyche before he struck again. Would someone dubbed the Nameless Ripper really be so methodical? If only we knew his weapon of choice, we could defend ourselves better. I'm afraid all I know about his weapon is how sharp it is. I suspect it's some manner of bladed implement. I see. What's that on your neck, Doctor? Don't tell me you were attacked too. Oh, this... don't worry. This is just the remnants of a sunburn I received a while back. Had me scared for a minute there. Before I ended up here, I was actually staying in a country called Altego. I spent much of my time outdoors, doing medical work in the sun. The Kingdom of Altego? I've heard many stories about it from my father. It's said to be a mysterious land, where giant beasts roam. Have you heard of it too, Adol? Tell me more about Altego. Adol explains that he is always interested to hear stories about the Kingdom of Altego. Now's not the time for stories of adventure. I'm happy to share stories about all I've seen and heard, but shouldn't you focus on solving the case first? You'll have plenty of time to gab with Kiergaard later, Adol. If you have further questions for me, please feel free to drop by. And please, be careful as you pursue this killer. We will, thank you. Thanks for the info, Doc. Okay, that's those two. The parrot is not here. Is there anybody up the top? Let's talk to Dinah. Nameless. I heard a lot. When I was at Rome in business, I heard he's a horrific murderer who takes pleasure in killing. But Sir Carlin, huh? Yeah, he's annoying, but now that I think about it, I get where he was coming from. That, and I know nobles who are way more rude than him. That said, I don't like this much. Right, let's go talk to Allison. She's probably in here. Both attacks happened outside. I've been in here both times, so I don't know anything. I just want to know why this person is doing this. What purpose can it serve? What about Licht? Can I help you guys? Yes, we're investigating the incident right now. Do you think you could help us, Licht? They asked Licht if he had any ideas. I don't know. Well, actually I've been wondering why Sir Caroline was the first victim. Why him of all people? Well, it's probably because he was the easiest target. Is that the only reason? Nameless was very deliberate about where and when he left his notes. As if his true goal was to sow dread and paranoia among us. Maybe that's what Nameless really enjoys, playing mind games with his victims. Indeed, Sir Caroline seemed rather mentally distressed by everything. Yes, but now I think about it too, that might have been intentional too. Sir Caroline already had a reputation for causing problems in this village. The mental trauma of believing his life to be in danger only made those problems worse. And now that he's dead, the village's morale has never been lower. Perhaps that was the true motive behind Nameless's crime. Okay, so he's cunning. Now that you mention it. That is a stark possibility. I must say, I'm very impressed by your analytical skills, Licht. Oh, they're nothing special. I'm just the newest member of the village, so it's easier for me to examine this objectively. Really? From where I'm standing, you seem like the highly educated sort. I agree. If you don't mind me asking, what did you do for a living? I was a medical resident. A medical resident? That means he was training to become a doctor. Yes, attending the physician board, the Lombardi asked me to cover for him. I never imagined I would wind up in this situation. What a disaster. You could say the same of everyone here, really. Anyway, we greatly appreciate your assistance with this matter, Licht. Let's remember this for later, adult. Alright, who else? I don't think we've got anybody through here. What would we do? It seems your investigation is already underway. I'm sorry to always rely on you for everything. We don't mind. It ain't your fault at all, Captain. The problem affects the whole village. You asked Captain Barbaros if he remembers anything else. Let me see. There is one thing. A sense that something wasn't quite right. What do you mean? It happened right when I was attacked. I already told you I couldn't get a clear view of my attacker. But that's because he was already a few miles away from me. That's pretty far for someone to cut you. Yes, it is. It happened so fast, I thought perhaps I was misremembering things. Try thinking outside the box then. After reading Nameless's note, I was convinced he attacked me with a knife. But it could have been something else. Looks like the mystery is getting even bigger. Still, this might be a useful clue. We should pass this along to Euron. Try to get some rest, Captain. Yeah, she's right. You got your cute little daughter waiting for you back home. If you're not all better when we bring you home, she'll be ticked off at this. You don't know how right you are. She's only 2 years old, but she's very strong for her age. Still, Captain, one of my passengers has fallen victim to a madman. Until this matter is settled, I must fulfill my duty as captain. Please help me make this right. Of course. We'll help you catch that criminal. Okay, let's go find Euron again. Where is Euron? We haven't talked to you. I wish I knew who was on the hill when Sir Caroline was attacked. I get so focused on my blacksmithing, I tune out everything that's going on. I'm sorry. I wish I could help you figure out where everyone was when the incident went down. It's really frustrating that we still don't know where Nameless is hiding. I got my meowing cat. How are we going to smoke this guy out? Right, let's head up here. Oh, there he goes. Right. I watched your interview with Osmo. How did you get on? How did you feel you got on? Was that a fun experience? Move that over a bit. Can we pick these? We've got 3 of them. Between when we heard the scream and when we arrived on the scene, plus whoever it was that Sir Carlin saw. Whoever it is to be hiding somewhere. Okay, so... Someone died. Why bother watering the plants? Did I notice anything? You say that, but I just joined the village. Even though I'm a child genius, there are some things I don't know. Sir Carlin was attacked here because there's normally no one else around. Oh, here's Hummel, main quest. Which is the main thing. Hummel, you're back. Something wrong? A lot more than something is wrong. Sir Carlin died while you were gone. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Wait a minute, you disappeared while we were coming back to the village with Licht. And shortly after that, Sir Carlin got attacked. Did you? Where did you disappear to? And what were you doing? Sorry, I can't divulge that information. What? Then that means... Just a second, Sahad. Hummel can't be the culprit. He was with us when Little Paro told us to come back to the village. There's no way he could have attacked Captain Barbaros. I see. Do you know who did it? No. Why would you ask me that? Would you really trust anything I said? Well, if you swear you're not the culprit, I guess it's fine. But why did you disappear all of a sudden? Isn't that obvious? Because I was done working with you. Huh? This crime you're trying to solve is your business. My business lies elsewhere, and has nothing to do with you. So why force an unnecessary collaboration? Well, you got a point, I suppose. I don't think his past actions are relevant to this incident. Let's just leave him alone for now. Did we finish talking to everyone? Yes, and I think we've got some decent information too. But Euron hasn't arrived to meet us yet. We've just been to see Euron. I suppose we can patrol the village while we wait. What is it? Nothing. I thought I saw someone walking outside the village. Near the entrance, a castaway. We'd know better than to do that. Right, because they were told not to leave the village. If you saw a castaway, we should ask them to return to the village at once. We seem to have some spare time, so let's check it out, Adel. I haven't saved in ages. Okay, about an hour ago. Highly unlike me.
Where did he go?
Thought I saw him heading downstream along the river. This way.
Are you sure? No one is here.
He's in the trees.
Huh? Wait! Stop!
Huh? What was that?
Don't move.
Hold on.
Tripwire?
Okay. Something cut my neck? How?
Over there, Adol! There's something near that tree!
Adol picked up a thin metallic strand of wire. Yeah, that's it. What is that? It looks like a steel wire. What's this doing over here? How did you notice this? I may not look like it, but I got eyes like a hawk. If I can see a fish in the wire, I can't keep my family fed. What are you guys doing? Euron. Adol told Euron what had just happened. Steel wire. Do you know what this is? Yeah, but what's this doing here? This is part of a trap used by Roman guerrilla warfare units. What do you mean? It's a trap that uses a special type of steel wire and tree branches. Oh yeah, this is military grade steel wire. I'm damn sure of it. It shoots out when the trap is stepped on, ripping the person to shreds. You're lucky that pretty little head of yours didn't go rolling into the grass. My word. So we were being lured into a trap. Wait a second. Could the Nameless Ripper be part of the Roman military? Yeah, that seems likely. But that means... Good point. I guess this makes me a suspect. However, if I was nameless, why would I reveal my methods to you? I'll go with a you're right. Either way, I don't like this. Where are you going? To report to Captain Barbaros and share my findings with you, like we agreed. It's the only way I'll clear my name, so I can nail that nameless to the wall. Screw them both, will ya? A lot of cutscenes just now. I see. I'm quite certain that Euron is not the culprit either. I swear I'm getting real sick of Nameless's crap. Still, it sounds like you managed to get some useful information. As Lick said, Nameless likes to play mind games with his big victims. We should assume this man is a very intelligent individual. And let's not forget what happened when Captain Barbaros was ambushed. Nameless managed to cut him without being at close range. But that makes sense if he used a steel wire trap instead of a blade. Yes, that's true. Based on his use of these traps, we can surmise that he has a connection to the Roman military. We also need to know whether this person is an outsider or a member of the village. I don't know anyone else here who's part of the Roman military. Then we should consider the possibility that it is work of an outsider. Either way, we don't want anyone else to become a victim. Say, Luxia, how's your cut healing? It's fine, thanks to Sahad. The cut wasn't that deep. I was planning to ask Dr. Kierkegaard to examine it later. Dr. Kierkegaard is a testament to his profession. The wounds I sustained yesterday have been healing well, thanks to him. Wait a minute. I just remembered something funny the doctor said. He said he'd been in some exotic country recently. Excuse me, too much Sahad voice. Which country? Oh, one that Adol's been itching to visit. Oh geez, what was the name of it again? Altego. Yes, he mentioned having visited the kingdom of Altego not long ago. Wait, say that again? Dr. Kierkegaard said that he visited Altego not long ago. Is that unusual or something? Damn fool. Altego's at war with the Roman Empire. You can't just come and go from there as you please. Lots of all sorts. Heads. And he's right. Even Adol and I haven't been able to set foot on Altego yet. Okay, only a select few can freely enter Altego. You'd have to be a government official or a soldier in the Roman military. Are you sure about that? Dr. Kierkegaard isn't that important, and he's not a soldier either. He's just a doctor. A doctor in the military. Maybe he's a field medic. Maybe. This is starting to make too much sense. But Dr. Kierkegaard is such a kind man, he couldn't possibly be. He's not there. He's gone. Looks like the doc is away. He was here earlier, when we were gathering information. If he's not here, that certainly makes what I'm about to do easier. Down there, maybe. He could have planted that information. Whatever he's about to find. What are you? Bingo. It's the exact same steel wire used in the trap that nearly decapitated you, Laxia. With this evidence, I have no doubt that he's the culprit behind this. Captain? This is rather unfortunate. Adol, apprehend Dr. Kierkegaard before he claims another victim. I don't know about this. We don't really know Euron very well. He could have just planted the wire we showed him earlier. I'm sorry to make you do this. I'm coming with you. Adol, the doctor's probably still in the village somewhere. Please be careful. We will, let's go. I was going to say, I don't know if you can see. What's it? You can't see it. Can I see it on the camera? Oh. Just next to Kiki, there's a little white dome with two little green ears on it. That's for the new cat flap. The ears flash every time a cat comes or goes into the hatch.
How exciting.
I had to put it there. It has to be quite close to the hatch. Because I tried it through in our living room, but they kept getting disconnected, so... It also has to be into a wired network port. Even though it's got Wi-Fi built into it, the Wi-Fi is only for talking to the door. Or the flap, sorry. Right, we need to go find the dock. I want to see if there's any board things in here. No. Where would the doctor be? Let's try down at the beach. Let's try up here. Just our little boy. I can never remember his name. It's a funny name. There's our birdie. Oh, there he goes. He's standing over there.
Oh, hello, Adol. Something the matter? Why so serious? Has someone else been hurt?
Nice weather we're having today, Dr. Kiergaard. Thank God for that, huh? Now, I don't have to try to apprehend you in the rain.
Oh dear, Officer, you're on. You never got the chance to rendezvous with your partner on the ship, did you?
I knew it. You're the bastard who killed him, Kiergaard. Or should I say, the Nameless Ripper?
So it was you, Doctor. But why?
Bravo! Simply beautiful.
It's a wee bit insane.
When this began, you castaways were perfect strangers to one another. But look at you now. Look how your bond and trust has flourished. All for the sake of survival. Beautiful, beautiful. There is no better way to describe it.
The hell are you talking about?
Consider, if you will, an opposing perspective. Had we not washed ashore, had I not made myself a threat, that beauty would have died in the womb.
That's absurd!
Don't listen to this lunatic. He's a serial killer.
Come quietly, Dr. Kiergaard. This is a deserted island. There is nowhere for you to run.
The world needs one such as I to exist. Your unjust treatment is the real cruelty!
Where's he going? Damn, he's getting away. Adol, pursue him at once. Oh, the part's going to let us know where he's gone. No? Par, follow Dr. Kiergaard and report his whereabouts to Adol. Roger. I tell you where Kiergaard is. Good boy, we're counting on you. Par will guide you along Dr. Kiergaard's escape path, Adol. Please listen to him accordingly. I see. Not bad, Captain Barbaros. Once Doggy and I take care of things here, we will be right behind you. But what about your wounds? This is far more important. If we lose sight of Kiergaard, he'll pose an even greater threat to us. I want Doggy and the others to guard the village. The rest of us will pursue him. Understood, but please don't push yourself. This is Nameless we're dealing with, Adol. Be on guard at all times. Okay, we're off. I'll save it quickly. East. Okay. Oh, that way. Okay. Ah, sounds like he's heading east. Let's hurry, Adam. Which east though? This east? Okay. That's west to me. Okay, we need to be heading over there somewhere. Down onto the beach, okay. Oops, I hit the wrong key. Never mind. Okay,
Straight ahead.
okay, we're going.
Here, guard. Up ahead.
Is he?
Brace yourself, Adol.
There's something there.
Adol. We finally caught up. Where's that nameless son of a bitch?
We haven't found him yet. I believe Pero is still looking for him.
Found. Found.
Looks like he came back.
Found girl.
Girl.
Found girl.
A girl?
What's he talking about?
Huh? Look.
Okay.
She's not moving. Could she be a castaway? She seems rather young.